Hello, and welcome back to Rooted at Badger Rock's virtual cooking workshop series. Back again, my name is Forrest. I'll be going through another recipe with you today. Today we're going to be making a roasted beet and green bean salad. Right now we're in the peak season of all of harvesting, so we have some beets ready today. Our green beans are flourishing right now. We're also going to be adding some arugula as well as just some other stuff from our garden. But yeah, again, just a really good summertime salad. It takes a little bit of prep if you want to roast your vegetables as well. So just keep that in mind. It might take a little longer just to roast them, but putting the salad all together at the end really doesn't take that long. So let's just jump right into it. We're also going to be adding a vinaigrette to this one, an apple cider vinaigrette for our dressing. So we're going to make that first. We're going to start off with apple cider vinegar. We'll start this with a base. I have a recipe. We'll be putting that in the comments for our recipe right now. We're just going to use half of everything just to make it a little bit smaller, but if you want to make a bigger, regular size, just double whatever we're using right now. And the recipe will be in the comments also. So we got our apple cider vinegar. We'll do about 1/8 a cup. Got a 1/4 cup here. Just fill this about halfway. So apple cider vinegar. So we got some, usually we'll use olive oil. We just have cooking oil for right now. Works just as well. We'll use about another 1/8 a cup of that about a third a cup, half of a third cup. 1/6 of a cup, sure. Pop that in there as well. And then we're also going to put some honey in there. You can use any other kind of sweeteners too. Honey, maple syrup. You can use just regular sugar too, or you can just skip the honey as well, or the sweeteners if you want to keep it low sugar. So we'll use about a teaspoon of honey. Yep, it's about August time too, so again, it's going to be about harvest time for honey, so we'll be restocked on all of our honey pretty soon as well. We'll add that to our mix. 1 tablespoon. And we'll also do a tablespoon of lemon juice. Fresh squeeze. Oh, there goes the cat. Fresh squeeze, otherwise just regular lemon juice as well. Getting it all over. Just a little extra. It's about a tablespoon of lemon juice, tablespoon of honey. And then the recipe as well calls for mustard or Dijon mustard. For me personally though, I'm not a really big mustard fan. So I usually just skip that one, but if you like mustard, go for it. So we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. We'll do about a half a teaspoon, maybe a little less. Ice amount. And about the same for pepper. Maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon or so. Just a little more, a couple shakes. And then also as an option, you can add some minced garlic. Just 1 clove will be good enough. I don't mind it, but I think today I'm just going to go without the garlic, just to keep it simple. Give that a good whisk. You can also do this in like a jar with a lid, and you can also just shake it up. It helps create the emulsion a little bit better. And it helps to store too. You can also, if you make the regular recipe, this will be enough for dressing for at least 2, maybe even 3 salads. Alright, so we got our dressing all mixed up. Here's our dressing right now. A little vinaigrette, apple cider vinaigrette. This will go on our salad. We'll put this to the side. Next, we're moving on to our salad. So again, this is a roasted beet and roasted bean salad. So for ours, in order to save time, I roasted these prior to. I'd say when you roast beets, depending on the size, these sizes are about medium. I'd say roast them in the oven, put them in a pan, cover them with oil, salt and pepper, cover them, and then put them in the oven at 400 for maybe about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour until they're nice and tender. And then you can either peel the skins off right away after you take them out of the oven. Again, they're going to be really hot, so if you want to use a towel or maybe some paper towel, it'll help get the skin off really easily. Otherwise, these ones, I just sat overnight in my fridge, so they're nice and cool. So these ones I've already peeled. Again, if you want to get another one, This one's already been roasted. We can just start peeling off the skins then as well. Just to make sure we have enough extra for our salad. All right, almost good. All right, yeah. And I really like the salad. It's really fresh. A lot of people don't always like beets. They're very earthy flavor. A lot of people just don't really enjoy it that much, but they are chock full of nutrients. Really good food, really good for you. And I just love the color as well too. Color beets, get beet fingers, really sticky, or not really sticky, really colorful. So we've got our roasted beets, they're peeled. Those will be ready to cut up in just a minute. But now we want to get our beans ready. So we got some green beans fresh from our garden here at Badger Rock. So we'll just take a small handful. Let's see. Start chopping off some of these ends. Maybe just snap some of these off. But yeah, again, we have a lot of beans coming up right now. A lot of tomatoes coming in. Yeah, it's harvest time, end of July, beginning of August, all throughout August. So this will be a crunch time for all of our harvesting. All right, so I think I'll do a little over half of these amount of beans. Just cutting the ends off. I'm just snapping them off a little quicker. And then just for size, we're going to cut these in half. And then we're going to blanch these ones. Again, you can roast them as well in the oven. If you don't have time for roasting them, or if you don't have a big enough oven, whatever it may be, you can always just blanch them, which is what I'll be doing right now. So blanching, again, is just putting them in boiling water for maybe about a minute or two, just so that they cook through. And then afterwards, we can put them on the pan, and we can just saute them really quick to give them a little bit of color, as well as just a little bit more flavor as well. So we'll throw these into our pot. We'll let those cook for about a minute or so until they're tender. Turn that up. Get this pan rolling. We'll get some cooking oil on this pan as well. Alright. So then while those are cooking, I'll just chop up some of these beets real quick. Won't be too long for the beans. Again, probably about a minute. Don't want to get them too long because otherwise they'll start getting a little bit mushy. And our beets, we just want them cut into bite-sized pieces. Again, it's just a salad, so we just want them to be nice and good size just to fit on the fork. Don't need to do real big slices or anything. So I got some bite-sized pieces here. I'll chop this one up, and I'll check our beans. Alright, so I think it's been almost a minute. I'll cut this one more in half. Checking on our beans. Alright, so our beans are blanched now. We'll drain them. Take these ones out. Alright, so we just drained our beans. Now just to stop them from cooking, we'll throw them into some cold water. Ice water, cold water, whichever it is, just to shock them so they stop cooking. Give them a quick mix. Alright, let those sit for a second. Continue cutting our beets up. Maybe we'll just cut 2 beets for the salad right now just to save a little bit of time. Maybe 1 more beet just for good luck. Sounds like some kids just got back from a field trip, summer school. This should be good. Alright, so we got our beets cut up now. We got our green beans, nice and cold now. Bring these out. Actually, put these in the strainer. Get some of the excess water out. Actually, just for this recipe, I'm just going to blanch them. Again, you can also roast them, or you could pan fry them after blanching them for a little bit extra color, a little extra flavor. But today I think we'll just keep it nice and fresh, nice and light. So we got our fresh beans right here, nice and blanched, cooked through. Now we can start putting our salad together. We'll do it all in this big bowl right here. So we'll add our green beans. Got roasted beets. Add those to the mix. That little guy over there. So right now we just got our beets and beans in there. Pretty simple. And then for the rest of our salad, this isn't in the recipe, but you can also add some greens. I like some bitter greens. I'm a big arugula fan, so I like a little bit of arugula. You could also use like turnip greens. You just want something a little bit more tender. Just really, it really helps balance out the salad a lot when you use just some more bitter greens as well. So maybe do 2 small handfuls of arugula. And then we're going to use some feta cheese. You can use goat cheese, feta cheese, any kind of soft cheese if you like it as well. We're just going to use feta today. Take my knife, cut a little chunk out. And just feta, you can just crumble it in. We'll just crumble it with our fingers. Alright, got some feta in there. I'll just use all the cheese. Go for it. Alright, we got our cheese in. Let me just my hands with these. Yep, got cheese. Then we can add nuts as well. The recipe that will be in the comments calls for like toasted almonds, halved almonds, any kind of nuts you like. I always like, usually, it's my go-to nut. Pepitas, so pumpkin seeds are usually my go-to. And here at Badger Rock, we like using sunflower seeds as well. So seeds, nuts, whatever feels best for you. So we'll do maybe about a 1/4 cup. Gives everything. Again, just using eye measurements mostly. Let's throw a little bit more just for extra. All right, so there's our salad. Give it a quick mix. See some of the colors come in. Yeah, that beet really gets a nice color in there. Even mix it in with the cheese. And then last but not least, just got to add our dressing. Got our apple cider vinaigrette right here. I'll just add that in. I like to go a little bit light on mine. Not too wet of a salad. Maybe a little bit more. All right, looks good. One more toss. Oh, lost a piece of arugula. All right. And we're pretty much about done. All right. Here's our finished product. A lot of good colors in there. Just love the beet color. Really dark red, pinkish. Dressing's real light too. Especially for me, I just like a light dressing. Well incorporated. Yeah, super fresh. Cold salad. You can serve this room temperature as well. I kind of like it cold. So if you roast your beets, blanch your beans, or if you roast your beans too, I always just like putting them in the fridge for a little while before I make this. So again, prep time takes a little while just because you're roasting everything. But putting it all together takes less than 10 minutes. And yeah, just a really good fresh salad. little appetizer, beginner of the meal, or side dish. And yeah, very, very fresh. Again, I just love utilizing whatever's in the garden right now, especially making salads. It's summertime. Salads are just a big hit. Go a long way. And yeah, I'm just really happy to share this with y'all. Again, just wanted to add some more nutrition, some more color to your diet. This is a good way to do it. And with that, I think I'll wrap it up. We'll catch you next time at the Badger Rock cooking series, cooking workshops. And yeah, have a good day.